It's not done yet. A member from one of music's most iconic groups, we're talking about the Black Eyed Peas, Taboo, is 1/4 of the group behind hits like I Got a Feeling, Pump It, and Where Is the Love? You don't want me to sing that because that's Fergie's part. The group has made a cultural and a musical impact. He recently made a stop here in Arizona, and Simone, you caught up with him. He's got ties and roots to Arizona.
The story was so heartwarming. I did not know his background and his connection to our state, and finding out about it, it's really going to tug at your heartstrings.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to make you love him even more, so check this out.
The Grammys, the comic books, and big-time performances. You can forget about it all. Taboo's main mission is all about love.
In this crazy world of chaos, we need love. And Black Eyed Peas is the best way to describe the love.
It's fitting for a man who is part of the iconic song, Where Is the Love? It was the Black Eyed Peas' first major hit, so powerful and widely received, Taboo still talks about its impact now, some 20 years later.
They always say the voice of the voiceless, right? I feel like we took on that when we made Where's the Love? Because at that time, people that were calling out, the situation in 9/11 were getting banned, like the Dixie Chicks. Prime example. They did the same thing we did. Will said, we got terrorists here living in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips, and the KKK. And they played that song. Why? Why did they do that? We got away with it. And so the world received Black Eyed Peas on a, these guys got message.
Taboo's own journey to stardom and music started in his early childhood. Born Jamie Gomez, Taboo says it was his grandma, a Jerome, Arizona native, who encouraged him to find his own voice.
And she would sit in her chair like this and she would say, from Los Angeles, California, give it up for Jimmy Gomez. And that fire and that smile and the energy that my grandmother had on her face when I was performing in her living room inspired me to perform. I went from my grandmother's living room to the Super Bowl. And that spark took me to practice over 10,000 hours so that I can get to the Super Bowl with my bandmates will.i.am, Apple, and Fergie. So the idea of Jerome was embedded in my heart because she loved her mining town so much.
From dancing in his grandmother's living room to the world stage, Taboo is cemented in music history. The Black Eyed Peas are one of the most successful groups of all time. They've sold an estimated 80 million records worldwide. Yet Taboo is a different person than he was at the height of their success. And he says a better version.
I look at some of my old interviews and I'm like, man, I was lost. Many years ago, when I first started, I was overindulging. I've been 18 years removed from the overindulging, if you know what I'm saying. Sobriety's sacred. I battled cancer in 2014. I'm a cancer survivor. So all these moments of dealing with mortality, dealing with human struggle, have taught me how to use my platform and my voice to now be a beacon of light, be a messenger of hope and inspiration. I didn't have that before. Before it was all about me, me, me. And then when I shed ego and I became more aware about a higher purpose, I made it about we. How can we inspire other people? I'm 50. I've been in the game for 30 years, man. The quality of life is so much better now because I understand it and I'm mindful about my surroundings and my words. I use words that build, not break.
So if you're wondering, the Black Eyed Peas are still touring all throughout the world, and Taboo's bandmates will.i.am, he's now a professor over at ASU.
I know.
He talked a little bit about that. He said he keeps in close contact with Apple, Fergie, and Will, and they're all still really tight.
What class is he going to teach, will.i.am?
It's an AI class. It's talking about AI in the music industry, which I think is so interesting.
That is interesting. Taboo, man, he has quite a story. I don't think we knew all this about him. Good stuff. Thank you, Simone. And thank you so much for watching this Arizona's Family Original. You can connect with us on Instagram where you're going to find, all the behind-the-scenes stuff, even sneak peeks of future shows and guests. Both of our handles are down below. We'll see you again real soon.